Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises goes unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachah, Kodash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Salutations to you brothers who push this word in sincerity and in truth throughout the four corners of the globe, waking up the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of the Most High. Coming back with another sit down, another quick lesson. And I'll be reading from Isaiah 44 and verse 8, and I'm going to just get straight into it. It says, For ye, actually, let me start at 7. It says, And who, as I, shall call and shall declare it, and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people, and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a God besides me? Yea, there is no power, I know not any. And the point of the Most High declaring certain things, giving the spirit of inspiration to certain men and revealing to them prophecy of what's to happen in the future, and those men going out making that making that known, making it public, that's a blessing. Okay, and that itself shows the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because those, as the scriptures say, the Most High's word does not return unto him void. So with it not returning unto him void, we are his witnesses. Alright? Us being out on the highways and hedges, simply prophesying, the downfall of Babylon the Great, America. Alright, the downfall of every kingdom that's currently set up on the earth, every power structure, every mountain, every hill, and the uplifting and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven. Alright, us prophesying that, has us to be the witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. Verse 9, it says, actually, that's the point on that. Let me grab Isaiah 43 and 8. And the point of the witness, there's no one in the earth that's bringing out the true and pure and sincere breakdowns and meanings of the word, man. All right, all these institutions and organizations, they all preach lies and fairy tales. All right, but you have men that the Lord set up to proclaim and push his word no matter what. Salakia. Alright? No matter what, they're going to push and proclaim his word, his understanding, his doctrine. Alright? The truth. And that being a witness, or us, and with that, those men are witnesses to, are witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I should say. Because nobody else on the earth is cognizant of pleasing the Lord according to what the scriptures say, and how the Lord proclaims he needs to be served and worshipped and honored and glorified. There's only a certain group of men which are witnesses, All right, certain group of Israelite men, a certain handful of Israelite men who are going to do that. All right, this is Isaiah 43 in verse 8. It says, bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. Now all these other nations outside of Israel, they all believe in, false, idols. They believe in doctrines that do not lead to salvation, that pose more questions versus giving answers. Okay, so which one of those, individuals or nations that the Lord is not dealing with, can they call to those idols that they believe in to, validate or justify anything in existence? The Lord, He prophesies. He gives, like I said, inspiring words that, men who believe in those words, who accept those words, become prophets, man. They prophesy. All right, the other nations, they don't have that at all. It says, let all the nations be gathered together, verse 9, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? And simply reading the scriptures is the Lord showing us former things. All right, we get to read about the Exodus out of Egypt, man, in detail. Okay, and that's all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says, let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord Yahweh, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am He. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am Yahweh, and beside me there is no Savior. Okay? So we are the witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Verse 12, I have declared and have saved, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you, therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord power, that I am the Most High. So there was a point in time when, Jacob was in their right mind, man, serving the Lord the way, he's supposed to be served. And when that was so, when we get jacked up, it's because, as a nation, it's because of wickedness. Which that wickedness goes back to some type of idol, some type of spirit that does not come in righteousness, that eventually takes over Israel, to the point to where, hey, the whole Deuteronomy 28, 15, 16 on down, came upon us, man, because of wickedness, because of belief in some deity or idol. All right, but it says, verse 12, I have declared and have saved, and I have showed where when there was no strange God among you, therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord power, that I am God. Yea, before, and that's in this day and time, the men of the Lord are the witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because there's no strange God amongst the Lord's elect. But literally outside of the Lord's elect, there is nothing but strange gods that our people worship, man. Nothing but strange gods that majority of Israelites worship. Verse 13, it says, yea, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sake I have sent to Babylon, and have brought down all the nobles, the Chaldeans, whose cry is in their ships. I am the Lord Yahweh, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus saith Yahweh, which maketh a way in the sea, and path, and a path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together, they shall not rise, they are extinct, they are quenched as tow. And that's the state of Esau, man. This military might that Esau assumes he has here in Babylon the Great will become extinct. All right, it's going to blow away with the wind. All right. Verse 18, it says, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing, now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. And that's what supplies us men of the Lord, is the Lord having it to where this stream of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, this information is readily accessible, to brothers. Okay, in the wilderness, in this dry ass valley known as America, where at one point in time Israel was completely bugged out, man, completely out their mind. Not knowing who the hell they was, who we were, and believing in all these so-called religions that can't do shit for us. All right, but here in these last days, the Lord made it to where the wilderness and that desert, he's provided water. All right. Verse 20, it says, the beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons of the owls, the dragons and the owls, because I give water in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen. Yep. So, we're the witnesses of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. Till next time, I say shalom.